right, welcome to our week all about color. We are going to get started today with experimenting a little bit with color mixing. There's going to be a few options depending on what supplies you have at home, so I'll go through those and we will get started. All right, so like most of the things I'm showing you, you can do this a couple of ways. So figure out what's gonna work for you, for what you have. You can either be doing this with paint, which is a great option for mixing colors. Any kind of paint that you have, watercolor, acrylic, tempera paint, whatever works. And then if you don't have any paint, that's not available to you, you can definitely do this with crayons or with colored pencils. So get what you have available and I will show you what we are going to do today. So I have provided this little template. If you're able to print this out, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how to draw it. It's super simple. Okay, so if you want to print that out, you can. If you are planning on painting, I would try and use a thicker paper. I printed this out on thicker paper. You can see my printer's running low on ink, but a thicker paper is just better for painting than thin paper. If you're painting, do not do this in your sketchbook, okay? Your sketchbook is not made for painting, so don't do that if you are using your sketchbook. I am though going to show you how you can quick draw this template in your sketchbook if you're going to use something like crayons or colored pencils. What's really great about this activity is we only need 3 colors. We only need red, yellow, and blue. So no matter what you're using, colored pencils, crayons, paint, red, yellow, and blue. All right, that's all you need, so that's kind of nice. Alrighty, I'm going to be drawing in my sketchbook. I'm going to be using a pen so that you can see it better, but definitely use a pencil, okay, so that you can erase if need be. Let me make sure this is good. Okay, so these are just blobs. There is nothing special to them. I'm going to draw a blob. Write the word red plus another blob, yellow, equals, and then a third blob, and in this blob is a question mark because we're going to mix red plus yellow here and see what we get. You maybe already know what happens, but you might not, and that's why we're doing this today. All right, I'm going to quick draw the rest of it. I'm going to speed this video up. All right, so if I'm doing it in my sketchbook and I am using colored pencils or crayons, I am ready to go. If you're painting, I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I'm not using my sketchbook, I don't want to do that if I'm painting. I have this thicker paper and I have my printed out design. So I have my 3 colors, and this is my little tip to you today. This is just the lid of a plastic container. This is great to put your paints on while you're working. And then a nice little tip, if you're working on a project and you don't finish, you can put the bottom of the container on top and it'll keep them for you for the next day. So that's my little art tip for you today. But anyway, we're gonna get started filling in these different sections. So I'm gonna start with my first color, red. All right, so anywhere where it says red, I'm going to fill that in. This is not something that needs to be done perfectly. That's not the goal. We're just having some fun mixing colors. Now, I have another spot on here that's red. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that so I don't have to clean my brush so much. Now you maybe already know this because you maybe done some of the other activities, or you might just know from other art classes or other things you've done. All right, so I just cleaned my brush. But anyway, these are our 3 primary colors. What that means is they are the colors that you can use to mix together and make all other colors. These are like magical colors. And last, blue. All right, now that I have all of these painted and filled in, I'm going to start the fun part, and I'm going to start mixing. So the first one we see is red plus yellow. So over here, I need to paint with red and then yellow, okay? Now the key here though is you still want to clean your brush in between because you don't want to mess up the paints over here. So I'm going to put a good amount. I don't want to be stingy. I want enough paint on there that I can mix it. I'm going to mix together and see what color I get. A little more yellow. All right, and we'll find that red and yellow make orange, okay? So that's our first mystery solved, our first color. Again, you'll see that I'm not caring about staying inside that blob. That does not matter. All right. Next, yellow plus blue equals, so we're going to start again with our yellow. We're going to be generous with the amount of paint. All right, clean the brush, got the blue paint, and we find that yellow plus blue makes this a beautiful green, okay? That's our second color. Our last one, we got blue plus red. Anyone have a guess what that's gonna make? Put a good amount of blue over here. The big trick to this is cleaning your brush in between each time so that you don't just get a big old mess. All right. Blue plus red equals purple. Okay, and we got this kind of dark purple color. All right. So we have our primary colors over here, and when they mix together, they make our secondary colors. Our primary colors are red, yellow, blue. Our secondary colors are orange, green, and purple. All right, and we're gonna see how all these colors come together in our color wheel. That's what's coming up next.